I must first start my first speech of this new Parliament by expressing to my constituents how humbled I am to be elected as their new Member of Parliament for Epping Forest. Epping Forest has given so much to me and my family over so many years, and it's an honour and privilege to be able to try and repay that and stand up for our fantastic communities in Westminster. I cannot mention my constituency without mentioning my predecessor, Dame Eleanor Lang. I pay tribute to her 27 years of tireless service on behalf of Epping Forest and this place as an MP in Shadow Cabinet and as Deputy Speaker and Chairman of Ways and Means. She was in the chair for my maiden speech, a very personal and emotional occasion, a few days after the passing of my father Christopher, her constituent, whom she knew so well. I'm so pleased that she'll continue in public service in the other place. Our area is privileged to have not only had Dame Eleanor Lang represent them, but also former Prime Minister Sir Winston Churchill, who represented the then seat of Epping from 1924 to 45. Today we're talking about home affairs and security, and I want to pay tribute to our brave and hard-working police on the front line, keeping our streets and communities safe and secure in Essex and right across the country, our brilliant Essex Police, Fire and Crime Commissioner Roger Hurst and our Chief Constable Ben Julian Harrington. They have truly led the way in reducing crime, with antisocial behaviour down at least 63% in the last 5 years, and I firmly believe that this is a practice that needs to continue. I know, of course, that my constituents in Epping Forest feel there's a lot more we need to do to keep our communities secure and safe, with concerns including violent crime, fly tipping, drug crime, burglary, shoplifting, fraud and car crime. We also need to think about international security, and I'm proud that the previous Conservative government supported Ukraine, and I'm pleased that the new Labour government will be doing that as well. I was disappointed that in the King's speech the new government admitted our cast-iron commitment to a 2.5% of GDP spending on defence, and I really urge them to move forward on that quickly. In terms of health, I want to really welcome that the King's speech that mental health was given the same attention as focus as physical health, and parity of esteem between mental and physical health is so important. It's something that I've raised from my maiden speech. I urge the government to confirm the work we did with the Three Dads Walking to get age-appropriate suicide prevention into the school curriculum to protect our young people. As a veterinary surgeon, I was disappointed in the King's speech at the lack of mention of animal health and welfare. And in the last Parliament, huge strides were made to bolster our reputation in the area of animal welfare, with the Animal Welfare Sentencing Act and the Sentience Act. I urge the new government to continue this and support legislation on issues such as banning the smuggling of puppies and heavily pregnant dogs and banning the importation of dogs with cropped ears. Now, Epping Forest is a clearly beautiful area and has precious green spaces, and I am nervous that the Labour government is going to put some of that in jeopardy by rebadging the green belt as grey belt. So we've got to make sure that housing that is coming in is put in the right places and the infrastructure is protected. I also urge this government to carry on with the capital build projects that were committed to by the previous Conservative government. A new community diagnostic centre at St Margaret's Hospital in Epping, and rebuilds for the Princess Alexandra Hospital in Harlow and Whipps Cross hospitals. Hospitals my constituents depend on that were committed by the previous government, and I urge the Labour government to carry on with this in full. It is so important that we as a constructive opposition will help this government to serve our communities and get things right, but we will point out things when we feel that they're getting them wrong. I wish this government well, and I look forward to working with colleagues across the House on important issues of public health, animal health and welfare, but also making sure that we protect our green spaces and make sure that people have access to the good health and education systems that our constituents deserve. Thank you.